I don't think I mentioned this in the beginning. I don't think this thumbnail is going to make it to YouTube. From the New York Post, the most sexually active woman gives update on her challenge to sleep with 600 people this year. I did this story on, what's her name? Something Knight, Annie Knight, I think her name is. I think her name's Annie Knight. This is an Australian girl. She's like, I don't know, 27 or 28. She's attractive. She's thin. And apparently she wants to be a petri dish for half of Australia. But here's the funny thing. They keep making her a thing. This is what I don't understand. They keep making these women that are being complete slugs, these women that are being complete whores, they keep making this into a news story. They keep promoting Only Fools. As a matter of fact, let me find, I got another link here. I was going to read it for another story, but I want to put it in this one. Before we jump into our first story, let me give some shout out love to today's sponsor, which is Lean. They say everybody's talking about these weight loss injections because the results are so dramatic. They work by lowering blood sugar and reducing appetite. So, but if you don't want to take a jab, what if you still need to lose some weight, but you don't have the money or you don't want to go in for the jabs every week? Well, doctors created a weight loss supplement. It's called Lean, Lean. And the studied ingredients in Lean have been shown to lower your blood sugar, and they help you burn fat by converting it into energy. So you can curb your appetite and cravings so you're not as hungry. But Lean is not for casual dieters with only a couple pounds to lose. It's more, the doctors at Brickhouse Nutrition, they created it for frustrated dieters that want to lose like 10 or more pounds. Me personally, right now, I need to lose about 50 pounds. They say that cameras add 10 pounds of weight to you. So when I'm filming my videos, apparently now I have 5 or 6 cameras on me. But they say we'll get you started with 15% off and free rush shipping, so you can add Lean to your healthy diet and exercise plan. Visit takelean.com, enter Bachelor15. That's all capitals, Bachelor15 for your discount. That's promo code Bachelor15 at takelean.com. Thank you very much for today's sponsor. This is what I don't understand. So this is Mario Nawfal. He says, the Only Fools CEO, the platform allows creators to monetize and connect with fans. And it's a woman CEO, this Kylie Blair. And what kind of surprises me about this is that it's women getting into positions of power, like in Only Fools, and promoting this in colleges to college students, promoting this to women in general, telling them it's a way they can be independent and they can make their own money and they can be free and they can express themselves. Like she's the pimp. This woman is the pimp for all the women getting into Only Fools. It's flabbergasting. I just do not. This is what happens when you give women freedom. You give them freedom to do whatever they want. They can become lawyers, but becoming a lawyer is hard. They can become doctors, but becoming a doctor is hard. Becoming a CEO or an entrepreneur or an investor or an inventor, those are all hard. But you know what is easy? Taking your top off. And a lot of women are finding that makes about the same amount of money as being a doctor or a lawyer or whatever else, or more. And they've decided, this is for me. I want easy money. Now, men really don't have easy money. The closest you might say for men to get easy money is if they're bank robbers and they have a really good plan and they can get away with it. But if you get caught, that's not so good. This is the CEO of Only Fools. Listen to her basically prostitute and pimp out these women.
In terms of the interaction, there are creators who create and monetize content, like Whitney, and then there are fans who are the people who subscribe to that content. And ultimately, it enables creators to connect with their fan base, express themselves in a free way, and to really grow their fan base and to enable them to improve their global reach. For fans, it enables them to interact with the creators that they want to follow more, and to really experience that creator-fan dynamic.
Creator-fan dynamic. This is what blows me away. Guys, this is Bloomberg screen time. This is being given serious airtime. It's being given serious news time. It's being given serious promotion. Women got the freedom to do anything they wanted, and they decided to be whores. It happens time and time and time again. And they justify it by saying, but money. But freedom. What's freedom mean? Money. But choices. What's choices mean? The money to do the choices. The money to have the freedom. Oh, I don't need a man. I don't need anybody. I don't need society. I can do whatever I want. But my freedom. And really all that means, I'm going to turn up my gamma just a little bit more. Really all that means is they want money. So women don't like being objectified. They don't like being looked at as objects until they can make money for it. And then they're fine with it.
So I'm about to get railed by two guys, which is something I do quite often, if I'm honest with myself. And while I'm waiting for them to get here, I was just thinking, I'm on pace to hit 365 bodies in 365 days. And last year, I was excited when I hit 300 in a year. But then this leaves me to think, what am I going to do next year? 500? 600? I'm an ambitious woman. I need to make sure that I'm always striving for greatness. I need to be chasing bigger and better numbers and always surpassing my limits.
Now, this was posted by Alpha Fox, and you'll see my response right down below. I said, those are rookie numbers. Got to step it up to stay relevant, you ho. And here's the story that we're going to be jumping into. Why are we celebrating this? I remember when feminists were yelling at football teams and yelling at NASCAR and yelling at Formula One that having cheerleaders in their little outfits cheering and having Formula One girls walking around promoting Formula One, and same thing with NASCAR. I remember when feminists said that was the exploitation of women. It was bad. And so the NFL got rid of cheerleaders for, I don't know if they still have or if they've gotten cheerleaders back, but that was a very bad thing. And Formula One got rid of the Formula One girls, and boat shows got rid of the female models that were dressed prettily and pointing to the boats and the cars. I remember when feminists were there. Now, here we are in 2024, and feminists have basically turned around and said, you know what? I can exploit myself, and I can basically and suck on camera for money if I want to. And if you say anything about it, patriarchy. And you're kind of like, wait, you've gone more down the dark road than men ever did. You want women to do worse things than men ever did. And this is also why you have a lot of guys say, well, feminism's pretty awesome if you're single. It's horrible if you ever want to find a wife or a quality woman, but it's really awesome. It is so awesome if you just want to shag. Like if you just want to hook up, it's great. Because I know a bunch of you guys that would say, I would wrap it. I would wrap it up very carefully. And I'd still tap it because I'm on a dry spell or whatever, even though she's had like 600 bodies in 2 years. Well, here's from the New York Post, and this is put under like the relationship section. This isn't relationship. This is, boy, I'm going to have to edit the hell out of this one for YouTube. This is the oldest profession in the world. And it's not men promoting it. It's not men pimping it. It's not men pushing it for it to happen. It's the women. The most sexually active woman gives updates on challenge to sleep with 600 people this year. Now, basically, it's almost like it's turned into an Only Fools advertisement. And the women are fine with that. And I guess New York Post is fine with that because it's feminists, helping other feminists. Annie Knight had a goal in 2023 to sleep with 365 people. I did a video on that. And in 2024, she decided to level up and sleep with 600 people throughout the year. Now, you notice this phrase is similar between both these girls. She wants to level up. What is this, a video game now? Or just catching bodies is how you... Who convinced these women that this was how you win the game, by catching the most bodies? By catching the most STIs? By catching the most baby daddies? By catching the loosest ham sandwich? Who convinced... It's not men. I've never seen a video floating around of men saying, ladies, you totally need to catch as many bodies as possible. You really need to do this. Men, it's awesome. We men love it. Who does that? That's why my thumbnail says society really needs to discuss women's rights. We've given them so much freedom. They're destroying themselves. They're destroying the family. They're destroying the population because they're not having children and having families anymore. They're destroying the economy. They really, people may get harsh on me, but I don't think I'm wrong. Things didn't get crazy, really crazy, until we started getting women in government. It's always the women. It's always the women. Annie Knight had a goal to sleep with 365 people. In 2024, she decided to level up 600 people throughout the year. That's almost 2 a day. Ugh. Last year, everyone started talking about me because I was talking about my escapades online, and I mentioned how many people I'd slept with, and I went viral, and everybody was talking about it. And I thought, why not make a bit of fun out of this and make it a challenge? It is not a challenge. It is not a challenge. Spoiler alert. Hold on. Let me look something up in a new tab. Okay, here's your challenge, dingbat. Here's your challenge, dingbat Annie Knight. Woman broke the world record by sleeping with the most men in a day. The number of men in 24 hours, I think was not, yep, here it is, 919 men. 919 men in 24 hours. 24 hours. 919 men. So you leveling up and challenging yourself with 600 men in a year, rookie numbers. Rookie numbers. You're an infant at this. You're an infant. That's a real woman, right? I mean, not a real woman, but that's a woman right there. You're a child compared to her skill of 919 men in 24 hours. So what are they actually doing? Is understand women will always take the easiest way out. It used to be marrying, make yourself pretty, marrying the best looking / most successful man you could, and then on you go. Now it's taking men through divorce court, using men for their money, simping, going on OnlyFools. She said, but in a bid to hit her goal, she started taking applications from her followers where people can apply to sleep with her. It's like a job interview, but with herpes. She was hit with an influx of applications, saying she didn't know why she hadn't done that sooner. So if she does 600 one year, 300 another, body count of 900, and she's going to want a family someday, I almost guarantee you. What? No man wants this. No man wants this. The person had to be okay with being filmed, but they had the option to have their face blurred. Had to say if they've been tested. Had to say if they've been tested for diseases, but not prove it. They just had to say it. Have you been tested? Yep. Let me go raw dog. Bang. And now you've got 600 people with a gift that keeps on giving. She said she's really picky. Sure you are. She said she's really picky. That's why she needs the applications. She can't find enough top 5% men to sleep with her. While sometimes she lowers the bar, there's definitely a certain standard that potential partners have to meet in the looks department. Well, hold on a second.
I am shocked. Shocked. Well, not that shocked.
Her goal to hit 600 people in a year means she'd need to have an average of 1.6 people per day. She said, some days I feel like I might sleep with 5 people in one day. And the next few days I might not sleep with anybody. She revealed the highest number of people she slept with in a day was 16. 16 people. But here's why. Knight, who revealed she's likely to make between $3 and $4 million this fiscal year, said marketing was important as not everyone was going to make it in the industry. And that's why she's doing it. As marketing. As marketing. I bet most of you guys, even if you have or for YouTube, we'll call it the flashlight. If you have one of those, I don't know any of you that have been used as many times as this woman has for the deed. And it's a shame because traditionally, I mean, she's got a little bit of a different face, but I think I know a lot of guys that if they were sitting around, I don't know, at work or the locker room at the gym or a campfire, and they showed somebody a picture like this and said, "This is my girlfriend," I don't know anybody that'd be like, "Ugh, what are you doing, dude? You can do so much better." I think most guys would be like, "Oh, she's pretty, dude. Good job. Like, congrats. Good looking girl." This isn't just crapping on good old Annie Knight here. It's about all women and all their rights and all their choices and all the decisions they're making. I found this on Twitter. I want you to hear this. You guys would just not believe this. You will not believe this.
My husband is dying of kidney failure, and I've had the best news ever. His sons... His sons have taken a test to see if they're a match for Jeremy's kidneys, and they're not, which is amazing. But the reason they're not is because Jeremy's not actually their real dad. This is like the best news ever. My husband doesn't know yet, but I'm obviously going to go and tell him because I just love... He doesn't need to know, but this might finally get off. He might have a heart attack in this time. Obviously, he doesn't have a kidney now, so he's definitely going to, like... This is the best news I've ever had in my life.
What I find fascinating about this is, let's look at this from both sides. Number one, this is real. And she's advertising how awful and heartless women can be. That is a win for us guys going our own way, or the men that say, you know, I'm never going to be serious with a woman. I'm just going to be casual, or just somebody that I'm whatever. Oh, but let's even just for fun, let's say she's lying, and this is all make believe, and she's just making this up for social clout, and she's just doing this for attention on social media. It doesn't matter. Either way, she's handing out red pills to men. She's letting men know, hey, you know what? Women are really awful. Even if she's not, there's going to be a ton of people that believe this. Now, I don't know if this is real or not because it's the internet now. But either she's a horrible, horrible woman, or she's pretending to be horrible to get clout on social media, which, wait for it, makes her a horrible woman. When you give them enough freedom to do whatever they want, they ruin everything. But let me see if I've got it all, because there is pushback. Here's a couple more that I wanted to talk about before I do the pushback one here. Okay, and then we'll do our dating profile of the day. This is from Rich Cooper. Let me just pause it for a second. This is from Rich Cooper. He says, liar. I'll tell you why her type is, quote, dad bods. It's because she wants money from fat simps for her only fools. Men with dad bods are an easy target for manipulative women. No women prefer men shaped like a pear to a strong, powerful man. And I agree with him on this. I agree with him on this. Listen to this. It's about a minute long. It's not really long. Listen to this woman explain why she wants dad bods. I'll bring it up full screen just so I can take a sip of my coffee while we watch this. There we go.
Let me tell you why my type is dad bods and why I like them so much. Because I always say I like them, but I don't say why I actually like them. 1, very comfortable to cuddle with. The best hugs, the best cuddles ever, and I'm very affectionate. I love to cuddle, so that's a big plus for me. 2, for some reason, if he has a dad bod, he's usually really nice and funny. I don't know why. That's just my experience, but I swear they just have like the best personality. And 3, this is like a personal preference, but I think they're like the most manly body type. It's just like some extra, just like manly, just like big guy, like, don't get me started. And actually 4, we're always eating good. Always eating good. Y'all, I'm going to marry a dad bod. I promise you.
So she says she's going to marry a dad bod. Promise you. Let's just kind of check in and let's check her social media. See, because these dingbats forget that their TikTok thing is on their videos. She's got 550,000 followers and 9 million likes. Let's check in and let's take a look at the men that she's dated and the kind of friends that she's hanging out with. People are like, we get it, Joker. Guys, this is women. This is women. There's nothing but her in any of this for years and years and years. Women are so damaged. And she's going to, it's just another video. It's just another video of herself. These women are desperate. They're sad. They're lonely. They're depressed. They're useless. She gets likes on her social media here because she dances around in tight outfits and bikinis. What value does she have to society? Nothing. And now we will do a dating profile of the day. This is Teresa. Teresa she doesn't look like she's fat. Nice, I can't tell much. Nice jawline, nice lips. Problematic though, she's got tattoos. Okay, we gave Teresa the choice to do whatever she wants in her life. Teresa can, she's 34 now. She's 34 now. But as a young woman, she could make, she has all the freedom in the world to make decisions for herself. What did she decide to do with her life? She's 34. Alcoholic, unemployed, activist, bisexual, mom to 2 kids, 0 pets, vegan, mentally unstable, divorced, dead inside, chicken nuggets addict, lifter of heavy things, hot dogs give me the best gains, I'll do anal on the first date. What man out there wants that? Genuine. Now, a lot of you guys would see her in the gym, and because it does say that she likes to lift heavy things, and she looks to be in decent shape. I know of many a man that if she had a body that looked like where is she? If she had a body that looked like this chick, single mom and all those crazy issues, all right? But if she looks like this chick, like her physical form, I know so many of you men would be like, I'll smash. Like, she's mentally insane? That's okay, I'll smash. Don't care. So you're at the gym, and you see her looking like this, and she's like, I'm a mother of 2, and I'm mentally unwell, and I'm crazy, and I'm kind of insane, and I'm an activist, and I got tattoos and blue hair or whatever. Guys will be like, yeah, okay. What are you doing this weekend? You want to come over to my place and Netflix and smash? And then guys will be like, yep. And I can't blame them. I mean, what else is she good for? Genuine question. You give her a fake name. You make sure you hook up at her place. She doesn't know where you live. If you see her in the gym, realize after you sleep with her, you're probably going to have to change gyms. What else is she good for? She was given all the freedoms in the world to make every choice and every decision for herself that she wanted to. And she's become useless to everybody. There's no one that's going to want to hire her because she's unemployed, obviously, and she's an alcoholic. She's activist, so she's all on the LGH. Companies don't want her. Men don't want her, other than, again, as a play toy. We've given women too much freedom. They're going to hate me saying it, but believe it or not, I say it for their own good. I say it for women's own good. I'm perfectly happy. I'm perfectly fine. I'm doing very well in life. I'm happy. I have good relationships with the people that I allow into my life. There's nothing wrong with my life. So why would I care what somebody like this does with her life? I don't really, if I'm going to be honest, I don't. But for society, for humanity, for the good and the well-being of our societal structure so it doesn't collapse into the 8th pit of hell, I'd say we probably need to rein women in a little bit. We need to teach them some values, start shaming them again, get them back on the right path. Because if you look at graphs, and I've done the graphs before in old videos, if you look at graphs of women's happiness, like from the 1970s, it's just been a slow sink. If you look at the SSRIs and the medications women are on, it's been a slow rise. Women can say they're empowered and they're happier and they don't need no man. But studies and surveys show they're unhappier than ever before. They're taking more medications than ever before. They're lonelier. They're angrier. They're more pitiful. They're more everything. I want women to clean their crap up so maybe some guys out there can have a relationship with a normal, stable woman. The guys that want a family. I don't think it's going to happen in this generation, but maybe there's some help for Gen Z. Maybe there's some help for Gen Alpha. Because those young men, a lot of them, are falling into 2 very distinct camps. Feminist, activist weirdos that probably will become women at some point anyway, or based, red-pilled, masculine, stoic, conservative young men. And so far, Gen Z and Gen Alpha are both trending more conservative than any generation in the past at that age group. We'll see how it turns out.